What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com. And when you decide to use your sport as a platform for social justice, woke virtue signaling, when you decide to go to the Olympics and make it all about yourselves, try to make yourself the story, like the U.S. women's soccer team did, karma can come back and bite you. And that is exactly what has happened to the U.S. women's soccer team led by Megan Rapinoe. You can see the headline, upset. U.S. women's soccer loses to Canada, ending a shot at gold. Now, their medal chase is not over. They are eliminated from winning the gold. They can still win silver. They can still win bronze. But they have failed at these Olympics after being ranked number 1 in the world, after not taking this seriously, after resting on their laurels, after filing yet another lawsuit claiming they're not getting paid enough, even though a judge has already ruled they actually get paid more than the men, but they refuse to accept that because it is all about the narrative for so many of these women. These are the women that got on their knees before the national anthem for Black Lives Matter during the Olympics. Absolutely pathetic. And now it's coming back to bite them in the ass. The U.S. women's soccer team took another upset on Monday morning, losing to Canada for the first time since 2001 and getting knocked from gold medal contention. The women's team, ranked number 1 in the world, expected to take home the gold, lost 1-0 in the semifinal contest. The single goal scored by Canada's Jessie Fleming late in the second half, a penalty kick that sneaked by goalkeeper Adriana French. Carly Lloyd, one of several legendary American players on the Olympic roster, crouched on the field, holding her head in her hands while the final whistle blew Monday. And there you can see SportsCenter tweeting it out. Canada defeats U.S. women's national team for the first time since 2001. And when you look at a lot of these reactions, there seems to be a lot of people that think they're getting exactly what they deserve. Of course, this is from Megan Rapinoe saying she deserves this. Says, you sure do deserve this, Rapinoe. Let's go, Canada. I support watching Megan Rapinoe lose. They kneeled. They shouldn't represent America. Now, Megan Rapinoe is trying to remind everyone, listen, there's still a medal on the line. I want you to listen to her words right here. The leader of this team has come up so small in the Olympics after making it all about social justice and identity politics. Let's listen to her and what she's saying about the rest of the competition.
You know, still a lot to compete for. That's what I told the girls, and, you know, we talked about in the huddle. It's not the color we want, but there's still a medal on the line, so that's a huge thing, and we want to win that game. But yeah, this is
well, that would describe essentially all of women's soccer and the U.S. women's soccer team. Because people are so torn because they want to support America. They want to support their country, but it's difficult to when you have people like this who despise this country. People like this who want to make this entire platform about them and then come out and play like this. They got embarrassed to Sweden. They barely won in a shootout to even make it to this stage. And now you lose to Canada, getting eliminated from gold medal contention. And one of the things that I think is absolutely fucking hilarious are the media members who have been cheering this along the entire time. The mainstream sports media who has been saying, you go girls, you deserve to get paid more, you're the best. Just pumping them up without offering any criticism at all about what they're actually doing. U.S. women's quest for gold gets cut short. Canada advances to the Olympics final with all these pictures. Somebody put this in the response, and it's very interesting. I thought this was so fucking hilarious. Are Olympics too easy for U.S. women's national team and too small for women's soccer? Sure enough, it's an actual fucking ESPN article that they wrote 2 weeks ago. Maybe you might want to think about amending that because obviously the Olympics are not too easy. The U.S. women's national team got absolutely destroyed and embarrassed. And look, they already have edited it. I just noticed this. Are Olympics too easy for U.S. women's national team? Look at the headline. Is it too easy or too small for women's soccer? They put nothing in there about the U.S. national team. They edited the headline. These fucking cowards. ESPN getting absolutely destroyed and embarrassed. Rapinoe fighting for equal pay. She wanted to get paid like Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Didn't purple hair lady say they were underpaid? Well, this is why. U.S. women's national team is catching a lot of flack because they have put all this attention on themselves. Instead of making it about the sport, instead of making it about the competition and their country, they decided they wanted to make it all about them. They wanted to kneel. They wanted to protest. They wanted to do things for social justice. And they wanted to make this big stand on equal pay, even though, once again, you get paid more for playing for U.S. soccer than the men's team does. Just want to make that very clear. I'll say it one more time for y'all in the back. They get paid more for playing for the national team than the men do. That is the truth. That is the bottom line when you factor in all their compensation between healthcare, between vacation days, between dental, all of these things. The U.S. women's national team gets compensated more than the men do. That's just the truth. And another truth is that they will not be winning the gold at this year's Olympics, which is very, very pathetic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.